What is up, you guys? It's Hectic Heck. Sorry, guys, I have not bring you guys a video in a while. Been pretty busy with just work and life and everything like that. So, my apologies. That was my bad, but I'm back for a bit. And I wanted to bring you guys a video mainly on connecting with some of my viewers and many more people out there in the world through class consciousness. And the topic in particular I wanted to talk about um, was wage slavery. And by no means I'm no political science major. I'm nothing. I'm a college dropout. So this is just what I've noticed and what I wanted to kind of discuss with my fellow workers. Okay. Um, so what does it mean to be a wage slave? And I think that when we start to cut this down, cut experiences down, down one by one, we start to see the effects of what it means to rely on paychecks. And by this I mean, like, for example, currently I'm having issues with a job right now. Okay, I got hired with a job, but the job has the power to give me hours and not give me hours. They can choose whenever they feel like it. They have their favorites, which they do. They'll give those people the first, full time hours, and they'll break you down to the point where they will give you the shittiest hours, but you're gonna have to accept it because there's nothing else. You haven't been able to work, you haven't been able to eat, you haven't been able to, take care of yourself personally. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. This is what a wage slave is relying on the paycheck of your employer. Your employer has become your master. And you can look at other scenarios in the workplaces that we've seen. You've seen a lot of cases of sexual harassment in the workplaces like Blizzard, Activision, Ubisoft, a lot of these video game companies, and I'm pretty sure it happens in other office spaces too, in other parts in the workplaces. I know for a fucking fact bosses be doing some really weird, kinky shit to their employees. And this is no different than what slavery was back then. You had good slave masters, you had bad ones, you had sexual ones, you had all the above. It doesn't matter what you had. In the end of the day, it was a system of control. And the wage slave system is no different than what we had back then with the system of slavery. The thing about slavery is that in our movies, we have hyper fictionalized that reality. When we think of slavery, we think of being whipped, we think of being, called boy and whatnot. We think of what the black experience have led or was led, back in the day. A slave is a slave. In the end of the day, you are being controlled by a group of people or a party. That's a slave. And we never abolished slavery. We have more slaves now than we ever had back then. That's just a fucking fact. I'm not saying just that. That's a fucking fact. Slavery has been around in human history for as long as I can fucking, I can tell you, because it's been there. It's been there. It's been used in different tactics, but the one tactic has always been fear. So wage slavery is no different than any other slavery we've ever had. All right, you literally are dependent on your paycheck to live another day. You're gonna go cycle. You're gonna lose. You're gonna lose your psyche. When you lose your job, or your job cuts your hours if you fuck up by saying something mean to your boss or whatnot, or speaking up for yourself. Your boss will take it out on you and cut your hours just because he can or she can or whatever. That's literally wage slavery. That is you being dependent on somebody else. It's insane. It's absolutely bonkers. You know what I mean? So, and this applies to anybody. Anybody. You can even be making the big bucks and you'll still be a fucking slave, because why? Your expenses. Your expenses will be out of this world, that the moment you stop, you can't make these expenses anymore. Oh, I don't know. I've been It's something that's been on my mind a lot recently, and I think we should, as a society, we should consider ourselves, wage slaves and what it means to be a wage slave. Cut it down to your experiences. Have you ever been touched by your boss? Have you ever been hurt by your boss physically, sexually? Have you ever been, or mentally? Have you ever been overworked by your boss and not getting paid what you wanted to get paid for your work? Have you ever gotten hours cut down or let go out of your job, and now you're looking for job opportunities out there in the market, and you're doing whatever you never wanted to do with your life, but it doesn't matter because you're depending on a fucking paycheck. I didn't make the fucking rules. I'm just fucking telling you guys. This is the way I've been noticing it, and it's open. It's out in the open. People can tell you. People, can tell. I fucking hate my job. There's that one meme of like, sorry, we're not gonna go with you in your we're not gonna go with you with your fucking application or whatnot. Or then you get the other response like, sorry, hey, congratulations, we're gonna go through with your application, and it's both the same reactions. They're both crying. It fucking sucks. It fucking sucks. All right. My whole fucking life, I've been told me to go to school, go get a good job, and that's it. That's literally a mindset. It's called wage slavery. And the moment we break out that, the revolution starts with your mind. It doesn't start outside, it starts with your mind. The moment you start doing that, that's the moment we start moving somewhere. But until then, we have a lot to think about, guys. We have a lot to think about. Anyways, it's Hectic Hex bringing you guys a video, something to think about. Power to the people. Capitalism teaches us to buy flowers. Socialism teaches us to grow flowers. That's just some bullshit I heard. I'm not a capitalist. I'm not a socialist. I'm not a communist. I'm nothing. I'm a human being. Leave me the fuck alone, guys. Long story short, that's what a wage slave is. Something to think about, you guys. If you guys have any questions, if you have any experiences, share them down the video on the comment section. More than happy to read about them. Remember, fuck the system, fuck ICE, fuck Trump, fuck the Democrats, fuck Biden, fuck all you bullshits. Fuck Joe Rogan, fuck Jimmy Dore, fuck Angry Joe, fuck everybody, dude. Fuck everybody, fuck this world. See you guys. Have another one. Have a good one.